What's up, everyone? It's Willette with Urbex and Coasters, and today I'm in Santa Cruz again. And yeah, let's do some exploring, see if we can see any sea lions. I know that from last time where the wharf collapse is, it was an entire section that collapsed, but we're gonna see if we can see any sea lions still, and we're gonna see what all we can see. So let's check it out. They are definitely anti-merger here. Definitely anti-Six Flags Cedar Fair merger, seeing signs like that. Something I'm noticing about the wharf is that even though we've got typical concrete and asphalt, look here, the wood is still ultimately what's supporting all this, because this area is all wood. You know, I love artwork like this. Got that whole machine here, but you've got a squid wrapped around it. That's pretty cool. And I do not see any sea lions down there, but we're gonna go check over here. And you can definitely see some off in the distance, that's for sure. We'll see how well we can see those guys though from over there. And yes, we can see them. Just resting on the pier. Just resting on the wharf. You know, I'm glad we can still see these guys to some extent, even if it's not as much as we were able to see them last year. And this is the pinpoint of that location that I just took a picture of. So over here, where it's much less intentional, you can see, again, it's wood that's ultimately supporting this. And the wharf is just completely gone. Don't know how much longer you'll be able to see the rest of it out there on Google Maps, but I figured showing you where this point is on the wharf would be worthwhile. And here is a beautiful shot of the boardwalk. Got the log flume giant dipper. It's beautiful.
I mean, of course, we threw.
You can hear a seal barking.
What's that?
Don't know how much you can see, but there are sea lions down there. There was some barking going on. See if they can bark for the camera. We'll go over there, see what we can see. Oh, yes. Yes, we can see them great. Look at this one right here. It's looking around. It's lying down. They're so cute. Wow. This might be the best view I've ever gotten. Look at these guys. They're so cute. Definitely got to be careful. Remember our number 6 being down here, because, you know, we have to remember these are animals that if they wanted to could hurt us. But, you know, it's so cool to see them up close like this. Just look. You don't typically see them that close. And, like, I mean, oftentimes this stairway is closed. And even if it is open, you don't really get any good opportunities for viewing in there because there aren't any ledges for them to rest on. But you've got them right there. Oh. And of course, just like near the Washington State Fair, we have a Coasters Bar and Grill, and they do have historic coaster stuff here. So this is a Prior&Church train from Giant Dipper, and this one, it doesn't even have the bar that would come, well, actually, yeah, the bar that would come down like classic coaster at Washington State Fair. You can see the holes where it would have been, and it would have rested like there, if that makes sense. But yeah, you've got a coaster train here, and you've got track. You can see the upstops. You know, realizing that it's wood that's holding the upstops there. It's like, that's pretty cool. Like, I mean, I would love to see what Giant Dipper would run like with trains like this. And since I've done some Santa Cruz content, why not show off some of the boardwalk close up? So how is Giant Dipper running today? And I mean, it's running pretty good. I just got a ride where it was nice and warmed up. I was getting some good airtime, but it does need mentioning that they were running one train a lot of the day. Like, I mean, this feels like Zimmerman shit to, you know, to have maintenance slashed in July, the busiest month of the year for amusement parks, and be running one train ops. So not ideal to do that. One train ops on a July Saturday. It's like, that's not something that should be happening. Luckily, they're on 2 train ops now. But yeah, you can see this board has been replaced. You can see a block zone. What you just saw is why a lift hill is a block zone. You saw the anti-rollbacks doing their thing. And I do not think I have shown off this mural on camera. I think this is really cool. So you can see the Eli Bridge Ferris wheel. You can see Jetstar. Oh, I really wish they had rides like that still here, because those are cool. You can see the casino, that's still here. You can see the carousel building, of course that's still here. Fascination, oh, would love to have that. You can see Haunted Castle there, the old version. You know, that would be cool to have the old version from the videos that I've seen of it. And then, of course, we've got Giant Dipper, where we've got the old paint job with the green, with the green paths for the maintenance people to be able to walk on, the green maintenance paths. And then this tells you the age of this mural. We've got Wild Mouse. The Wild Mouse here was built in-house. I mean, I think it would be really cool if they still had that here, because I'm pretty sure it was a wooden Wild Mouse. So yeah. And then we've got a few kiddie rides. I think some of those are still here. And then you've got the Rocco plane there. But yeah, this mural is really cool, and it deserves to be appreciated. Even if you're not a drinker, it's worth coming in here to see this mural. Might as well get some nighttime footage of the boardwalk. I wish it was still the Eli's wheel, but Giant Dipper sure is beautiful. All of this is beautiful. And yeah, of course, fuck Eddie Lampert, fuck John Fisher, and fuck Richard Zimmerman. And I will see you guys in the next one. Everyone, it's Willette with Urbex and Coasters, and I'm back in Santa Cruz, and it looks like the wharf is back open. I see cars driving on it, so we're gonna go see if we can, you know, see the sea lions there. We make it there. Looks like this building that I had a video of on the old Urbex channel before I merged them together. Looks like they are in fact restoring this building, so that's pretty neat. It is in fact back open after that scare in the winter. So yeah, we've got the wharf open. We're gonna go out, see if we can see the sea lions. Of course, because this is Urbex and Coasters, I've got to show that footage of the boardwalk there. Giant Dipper's running great today. Like seriously, like whenever it's been a long time since I've ridden that thing, I come back and I like it better. It's like, I remembered it was good, but it's like the laterals are as good as ever, but the airtime is better than I remember. Like maybe it's just that I was exposed to the San Diego one and that one doesn't have as much airtime, so the one here just has such a better layout. But like, yeah, maybe it is just that simple that like it was something like that, but it's running great. That's what I've got to say. Some of these birds. Look at that flying. A joke about a place with this name that I'm walking past, but you know, they get a pass here because they do have a Woody here in Santa Cruz. Seems like there's more energy out here than I remember last summer. So, you know, maybe some work has actually been done and we'll get to see the sea lions up close, the seals and sea lions. Well, that's a pretty good view, but it does appear like a lot of the wharf that was here last year, like, I mean, now I can see the collapse they were talking about, because you can see they just basically reopened it, but that section is completely gone. So yeah, see if we can see any of them. Yeah, I can see one of them. Let's see if you can see them on camera. You can see one down there. Yeah, you can see the wharf just plummet down after that. And that section that was out there, I remember it being closed last year. And I guess, yeah, like there was justification to have it closed because, I mean, we know what happened. And like, I mean, this is the result where they reopened all this, but all of that is gone. So it's the section that had been closed anyway last year, which, I mean, it means there's less space for the sea lions to chill, like what we like to view here. So, like, I mean, I'm glad I got the experiences last year with the sea lions because, like, now that there's less opportunity for them to do that, there's less opportunity to see them. So yeah, over here, I do see one in there, but it does seem like in general, this part is too shallow for them to come to. So the sea lion viewing here on the Santa Cruz Wharf, it's not what it used to be. But, you know, it's still cool that they've got this back open. Let's head back to why we're really here though, the rides. This place, it's called Coaster's Bar, and I figured they might have something historic roller coaster related. And well, let's go see. Yes, they do. Looks like I've discovered something new. So they have this picture on the wall, and you're thinking, that's not a lot. I present this to you. The front car of Giant Dipper from when it had Prior&Church trains. I wish the thing still ran with these, because this is super cool to see. Like, I mean, I remember these from, these kinds of trains from when we were in Washington at the Puyallup Fair. And, you know, they're super cool with the kind of rides that you can get with this type of vehicle on the track. But yeah, this is a little known coaster thing here in Santa Cruz. I go deep down in there, you can see the upstop that will stop the coaster train from flying off the track in moments of airtime. I have gotten confirmation that that is the only historic roller coaster artifact that is in there, but you know, it's still super cool. So that is at Coaster's Bar and Grill in Santa Cruz. So, you know, I just figured it worth showing off for coaster enthusiasts because, you know, it's not something you'd necessarily think to look for. We're gonna walk back through the boardwalk here. Still have not ridden one of those things, and I mean, I don't know how much I want to, honestly, at this point. What a beauty. Looking at the boardwalk from here. I'm getting cold, so